Good afternoon, guys. I hope we are all sparkly. Let's talk about harm minimization. What is it to you? Because I know what it is to me, but I think there's a disconnect between myself and Joe Public. Why do I think there's a disconnect? Well, Lydia and I went to Body Power, which is obviously this fitness exposition, and we were asked to do a talk on testosterone. I was also asked to participate in a harm minimization talk. It was alongside another doctor and a bunch of gear monsters. I thought it was going to be about harm minimization, as in advising people about the health implications of anabolic steroids, rather than advocating steroids and advising people how to take steroids. It became very clear very quickly it was going to be about how to take steroids. So I did a little bit of a microphone walkout and said I can't participate in this because our clinic cannot be seen to be advocating the use of anabolic steroids, even if safely, in inverted commas, because as you guys know, we are prone to abuse, not use. Human nature, unfortunately. And we are not advocates of super physiological levels. If you become a patient at the Men's Health Clinic, you will be followed up closely, intensely, to make sure that TRT is prescribed both safely and effectively. Harm minimization. So, it's a funny one, isn't it? There's lots of guys out there self-medicating. In the past, I have taken on people who have been self-medicating and been uncomfortable with self-medicating and approached the clinic to continue their care under the supervision of a medical doctor. At the time, I believed it was in their best interests. But we now have a very different stance on people who are self-medicating, who want to continue TRT legitimately. Why? Because I cannot be sure it is in your best interests. You may argue you had symptoms of low testosterone, you took TRT, and now you feel great, but you're worried about XYZ. So it makes sense that your issue was low testosterone, now you're on TRT and I'm better, that it's in your best interest. But unfortunately, I cannot be confident in that. There are some advocates of just whack up the dose to make you feel great. This implies that simply increasing the dose of testosterone can potentially mask or resolve issues that are not due to low testosterone. Just keep whacking up the dose. We know that there are health consequences and implications of having super physiological levels, and we do not support that. With experience as well, we now realise that high normal does not suit everybody. Physiology, genetics, requirements are all different. You cannot have a dogma attached to hormones. You have to have a holistic approach. You need to look at causation. You need to look at reversible causes. We need to address the fundamentals of health before committing to what is a lifelong therapy and an involved, very involved medical therapy. Our gold standard is daily test SIP and HCG injections because it mimics physiology. And this is what we should be trying to achieve. Natural physiology. You are designed to fight and fornicate. Sounds fun, doesn't it? So you don't want to have high levels. Conversely, you don't have low levels. You want to have levels that are right for you. I've got some super alpha guys who do not need massively high testosterones to feel alpha. Alpha is not how high your testosterone level is. It's the state of mind, man. It's the state of mind. No, I'm just messing around. It really is actually. but I mean, just as a slight aside, I'm reading the chimp paradox at the moment, which is fascinating. Talking about the chimp, which is your internal instinctual drives, you the human, and the computer, and how all those three elements interconnect. If you haven't read it, it's brilliant. Well worth the read. I listen to my chimp quite a lot. I should probably listen to my human a little bit more. Listening to the chimp gets me into a lot of trouble, but a bit of trouble's fun at times. But then the human goes, for fuck's sake, Rob. Behave. Christ, where am I going with this? So, yeah. Natural physiology is amazing. You're designed to fight and fornicate. So, why mess with nature? If you don't need TRT, why go on it? It's involved. Because you could become superhuman. It's funny. Never have any regrets, but always seek a semblance of normality. Always appreciate the importance of balance. Always appreciate the importance of addressing causation. You've only got to look at the depression model. You go to the GP, bang, I'm a little bit low, doc. Here, have some pills. Pills to do what, doc? Make you happy. Give you some serotonin. Is my problem serotonin? Well, I don't know. But this is what the regulatory bodies tell me I'm supposed to be prescribing. Have I got a serotonin deficiency? No, causation. Now, we know there's an association between low testosterone and low mood. Estrogen and anxiety. Address causation. If you want to affect a sustainable change to somebody's long-term health, look for causation. So our approach has changed. I was a little wet behind the ears, and I thought it would be in the patient's best interests to take over their care so that we could keep them on testosterone replacement therapy, but monitor them as safely and effectively. But we shouldn't. We should look for causation, address causation. It might seem harsh, but if you want to be under our care and supervision, we can have no association with anabolic steroids, and testosterone is an anabolic steroid. No association. So we need to confirm a deficiency. How do you confirm a deficiency? A thorough diagnostic workup and 2 confirmatory tests at least 4 weeks apart, just to make sure the one test wasn't erroneous and you didn't have any concurrent illness that was lowering your testosterone. It's super important. Why would you want to be on a therapy that you do not need? TRT is great if you need it, but it's not as good as the human body. So, harm minimization. acting in the best interest of the patient should be your doctor's primary concern. Just having 2 confirmatory blood tests is not enough. You need to sit down face to face with your patient, with your doctor, and decide, after discussing the risks, the benefits of TRT, is it in your best interests? Make that decision with a decent doctor.